The red dusk settled softly over the solar ranch, and the tall wind vanes turned like slow dancers in the mild air. Elena Altaha walked from the house to the barn with a quiet step and a calm face. She was checking the feed pumps and the cooling lines before night. It was her habit every evening. Walk, listen, touch, and make sure the place was safe and in good order. The barn doors slid open with a gentle hush. Inside, the air smelled like hay cartridges, engine oil, and warm dust. Small lamps under the rafters gave a clean white glow. A service drone rested in sleep mode by the wall, round and harmless. Elena paused. She heard a thin breath, then a small whisper like someone trying not to be heard. She tilted her head, kindly but alert. "Hello?" Elena said in a soft voice that did not carry far. "You're safe here." There was a rustle behind a stack of hay cartridges, then 5 faces appeared, eyes wide. They were girls from the local school dome. Elena knew them by sight. They were proud of their science projects, and they had been learning field biology and small robotics. Their hair and clothes were dusty from running, but their posture was careful and brave. "Please don't capture us," one girl said, voice shaking. "Please." Elena did not move closer. She kept her hands low and open, palms empty. "No one will capture you here," she said. "This is my ranch. You're welcome." "What happened?" The girls looked at each other. The oldest one, maybe 14 or 15, stepped forward a little. "My name is Tala," she said. "These are my friends, Mia, Sarah, Leah, and Joe. We were at the camp dome near the flats. We were working on a signal project to map bird paths. Then survey drones came. They said our camp was unregistered and began to scan us. We got scared and ran. We saw your barn and hid." Elena nodded. Her face stayed calm, but her mind was already turning. "Survey drones," she said. "Whose drones? Planetary, colony, contract?" The drone voice said it was an archivist routine, Tala said. It sounded very polite. It asked for quiet. It said it would make a catalog entry of each person. We did not understand. We asked for more information, but it only repeated the request. It had a soft bell sound. We ran when it passed over the dome and the door unlocked. "We came here because we thought you would listen." "I will listen," Elena said, "and I believe you." She took a slow breath. "You did the right thing to come." The girls relaxed a little. The barn felt warmer and more friendly. Elena walked to a control panel by the door. "I'm going to turn on a privacy field," she said. "It keeps outside scanners from reading the inside of the barn. It does not hurt anyone. It does not trap you. You can leave when you wish. I just want you to feel safe." She tapped a sequence. A soft blue layer shimmered like moonlight on water, then faded from sight. Instruments in the wall showed a clean shield bubble. The service drone woke with a blink, then went back to sleep because the field told it. All is normal. "Thank you," Mia said. "We were not sure where to go." Elena smiled. "You chose well." She poured water from a thermos into 5 cups and passed them over one by one, giving space, giving time. "Drink. Then tell me everything you remember. Small details help." The 5 girls drank and shared what they knew. The archivist drones were small and smooth with hex patterns on the bottom. They spoke in a gentle tone. They did not chase. They just hovered and repeated the same message. "Please present subjects for catalog." The camp dome had been quiet all day. The console logs showed a spike of outside pings right before the drones arrived. Elena listened closely. The word archivist was familiar. On this world, a few off-world groups ran surveys. Climate, geology, flora, fauna, culture. Most of them asked permission. Most of them met with local councils. An archivist group might want to record stories, songs, or customs to keep knowledge safe across time. That wish could be kind, but a process could be blind if it did not understand people and consent. Did the drones say why they were here? Elena asked. Did they say who sent them? They said routine. Catalog update. Minor variants and expected signals, Sarah said. We were using a homemade antenna. Maybe our signal looked strange. Elena walked to the barn door and looked at the ground outside. The soil near the fence held a few small marks like half-prints, clean and sharp. She stepped out and knelt by the fence line. There they were. Hexagonal imprints, light and tidy, not like a boot, not like an animal. Near the imprints she heard a faint tone, almost too soft to notice. It rose and fell like a song not yet tuned. She stood and returned to the barn. I think your signal drew them, she said. But I also think their process is simple and rigid. It saw a new thing and it went to catalog that new thing. It did not ask if the new thing was a person, or a community, or a child. It just followed rules. She gave a small, steady nod. We can respond. We can set our own terms. The girls looked at her with hope and doubt both at once. What can we do? Joe asked. First, we keep you safe here, Elena said. Second, we send a message that speaks to their rules and to our values at the same time. We tell them this ranch honors consent. We tell them we are open to share, but only with clear agreement and with a copy stored in a place you control. We phrase it in a way their system can read. We can help, Leia said quickly. At the camp, we learned basic protocol design. Our teacher said the best rules are simple and kind. We can write a small consent file. That is perfect, Elena said. You write it. I will prepare the barn systems to transmit it. We will be polite. We will be firm. We will show them a better way to do their work. She moved around the barn, waking tools and instruments. The grain analyzers could read and send data. The wind harp balancers could hold a tone steady over long distances. The solar controllers could spare a small stream of power for a clear signal. She worked with quiet skill. Her movements were careful, not rushed. The girls watched how she handled each line and each switch with care, like someone smoothing a ribbon. While Elena worked, Tala and the others sat at a folding table and opened a small tablet. They wrote in simple lines, "We are people. We choose how we are remembered. If you wish to record, please follow these terms. Ask, explain, and wait for a clear yes. Keep a copy on our local mirror that we can read and change. Do not move any person or record without agreement. If this is a routine, please update your routine with these rules." They read the lines out loud, testing the sound. The words were plain. They were not angry. They were firm. They sounded like a hand held out in daylight. Elena returned to the table and read the text. "This is strong," she said. "Let us also include a small technical part so their system can accept it. We will wrap it in a known format, a consent profile, and we will sign it with a human authority. That will help the drones trust it." "Whose authority?" Mia asked. "Mine for the ranch," Elena said, "and the school dome for your group. I will also add a note that we will bring this to the local council tomorrow. We are not hiding. We are being clear and careful." They worked together. Elena taught the girls how to make a short checksum, how to timestamp the file, and how to attach a human-readable summary. The girls added a small, gentle line at the end. "We are ready to share with respect. Please meet us as neighbors." They smiled at that line. It sounded warm. When they were ready, Elena tuned the wind harp balancers. The barn filled with a thin, bright hum. It was not loud. It was focused, like a single ray of light. The signal carried the consent profile and the summary in a simple packet. Elena sent it once, then again, then paused. They waited. The barn felt like the inside of a calm heartbeat. Outside, the wind vanes kept turning. A moth tried to touch a lamp, then changed its mind and went out into the night. The girls sat close together, not hiding now, but still holding on to each other's hands. "Do you think they will listen?" Sarah asked. "I think they will notice," Elena said. "That is the first step. Listening may take time, but we will not hide who we are." Tala looked at the control panel. "What if they ask us to come out for a scan?" "Then we will repeat our terms," Elena said. "We will show them the line we drew. We will keep kindness in our voice and we will keep our boundary. That is how good agreements start." A small bell sound came from outside. It was the same tone the girls had heard at the camp dome. The service drone in the barn woke and showed a polite message. "Visitor at the perimeter gate. Request entry for routine survey." Elena looked at the girls. "This is the moment," she said softly. "I will speak first. You can add your words when you wish. We will keep the barn field on. We will stand where we feel safe." They moved to the barn door. Elena touched the control to open it a little. The privacy field stayed in place, a soft layer only seen when the light caught it. Outside near the gate, a compact hover frame waited. It was smooth and pale with calm blue lights. It did not press forward. It waited for permission with perfect stillness. The hover frame gave a clear, gentle voice. "Good evening. Routine survey. Please present subjects for catalog entry. This improves the archive for all." Elena stood straight but relaxed. "Good evening," she said. "Welcome to the Altaha Ranch. We honor your work to keep knowledge safe. We also honor consent. We have sent you a consent profile. It explains how we share here. If you accept it, we will be glad to talk." Morning came slow and soft. A pale gold light moved over the pasture and touched the wind vanes, the fence posts, and the quiet barn. Inside, the girls slept in a neat row on folded blankets. Elena Altaha sat on a stool by the door with a warm cup in her hands. She had rested a little, but she kept watch most of the night. Outside, the two hover frames still waited by the gate with low blue lights. They had not entered. They had not left. They had simply watched and listened. When the girls woke, they spoke in low voices and smiled at one another. They had been afraid the night before. Now they felt steady. The barn felt like a safe pocket in the world. "Good morning," Elena said. "There is tea and bread." She passed cups, then opened the small window above the workbench. Fresh air slipped in, cool and gentle. "Do you think they will agree?" Tala asked, still a little sleepy but hopeful. "I think they will try to understand," Elena said. "And if they do not understand at first, we will explain again." Calm and clear. A soft bell tone sounded at the gate. The service drone woke and projected a polite line of text on the nearest wall. "Authority link received. Local envoy requests a meeting at the boundary line." Elena stood. "We will speak with them," she said. "Same plan as last night. We keep the privacy field on. We stay together. We are kind and firm." They walked to the barn door. Outside, the first hover frame rose a little and turned a small projection lens toward them. A clear, gentle shape formed in the air. A many-sided figure like a crystal, but with moving faces that blinked with quiet light. The voice was careful and warm. "Good morning. I am the local envoy for the archivist routine. I have reviewed your consent profile. It is new to our process. I ask for more detail." Elena nodded. "Good morning. Thank you for coming. We are ready to explain." She set a lantern at the edge of the field again. It cast a friendly, steady light. Tala stepped forward half a step. "We want records that live with us," she said. "We want a local copy we can read and improve. We want to say yes or no. We want to be asked again if the use changes, and no one should ever be moved or stored without agreement." The envoy's light shifted, like a thoughtful breath. "Your terms are clear," the voice said. "Our routine seeks to preserve. It does not take. But we have never used a local mirror controlled by the subjects. We must be sure the record will stay safe over time." Elena answered. "A living record can be safe and kind. We can show you. We will build a mirror here, and at the school dome. We will sign our entries. We will add checks to prove nothing was changed by mistake. You can read our checks. We can read yours. We can grow the record together." The envoy paused again. "A trial is possible," it said. "But we need proof before a routine update. There is also a time issue. Today, other survey units will visit a nearby settlement for a cultural event. Without a new routine, they will follow the old one. They will ask, but they may not wait long. We prefer to update before they begin." Elena looked at the girls. They looked back with strong eyes. A fresh feeling came into the barn like a soft drumbeat. "We can do this now." "How long do we have?" Elena asked. "Before local noon," the envoy said. "There is also a weather band moving in from the flats. Dust and static may cause signal errors. That increases risk for both our archive and your mirror." "Then we will act now," Elena said. "We will show you a working mirror before the dust rises." They moved fast, but not wild. Elena sent a short message to the school dome with a steady hand. "Consent profile trial in progress. Please grant the girls temporary authority to help build the mirror." A minute later, a reply came back. "Approved. We trust them. We are proud of them." The message ended with a small sun icon, bright and simple. The girls took their places. Tala and Mia opened the tablet and started a clean folder called Living Entry Trial 1. Sarah and Leia checked the wind harp balancers and tuned them to a calm, stable tone. Joe set the grain analyzers to send and receive small test packets. Elena ran a cable from the barn systems to a little relay box she had kept for years, just in case. Now, just in case was now. The envoy watched with careful interest. It kept the hover frames at the gate, It respected the boundary line. Every few minutes, it sent a small light pulse that meant, still here, still listening. We will begin with a simple record, Elena said. A note about the wind and the sky this morning. Plain words. Nothing private. No one's name. Then we will add a human signature and a checksum. Then we will ask you to store it too. After that, we will change it a little on our side, and you will see it change through the mirror. Then we will remove it, and you will see the removal. That is how we prove the record is living and under consent. Tala wrote the first entry in plain language. Morning at Altaha Ranch, light wind, clear sky, dust band far away. They saved it. The tablet showed a calm green dot. Mia added, a short signature that showed, written by local community, not by a machine. Sarah added a checksum, a small math line that could prove the entry was real and unchanged. Leia made a mirror on the school dome server and linked it to the barn. Joe watched the error logs and kept them clean. Ready, Elena said. Envoy, please open a read window. You may copy this entry but not own it. Ownership stays with the local mirror. Read window open, the envoy said. A thin beam of light touched the edge of the privacy field, then paused. We cannot cross your field. Please send the packet through your tuned link. Understood, Elena said. She sent the packet. The wind harps held a steady tone as the words went out. The envoy's lights rippled once. Packet received, the voice said. Tala then made a small change to the entry. Morning at Altaha Ranch. Light wind, clear sky. Dust band far away, birds over the east fence. They saved it again. The mirror updated at the school dome. The checksum changed to show a new version. Mia sent the new packet. Update received, the envoy said. Its projection showed the words in the air with a small circle arrow turning. Alive, alive, alive. Joe watched the logs. No errors, she said softly. Clean. Now the removal test, Elena said. We will take it down and see if your copy follows our choice. Tala marked the entry with a simple tag. Removed by local community. The words did not vanish. They moved into a soft gray space called kept but private. The mirror set a rule. No one could read the words unless the local community allowed it. Mia sent a new packet. The envoy's icon changed to a closed book. It spoke, careful and clear. Our copy now shows private by local rule. We can see the envelope, but not the words. Elena let out a slow breath she did not know she was holding. Thank you for honoring the rule, she said. Now one more test. We will put a new entry and let you request consent. We will show you a clear yes. The girls nodded. They wrote a fresh line, this time with names by choice. Entry, wind harp settings for the barn. Written by Tala, Mia, Sarah, Leia, Joe. We agree to share this entry with the archivist routine. We keep a mirror here. They signed it. They smiled at the little line. We agree. It felt good to say yes on their own terms. They sent it. The envoy took it and shaped a clean icon in the air, a handshake and a small wind harp drawing. Entry stored, it said. Consent noted and recorded. Outside, the wind began to change. A low brown line appeared at the edge of the flats, moving like a quiet wall. Dust and static were on their way. The wind harps hummed a little deeper. The solar screens on the house turned to a safe angle. Elena, the envoy said, the weather band is early. If the dust rises, the other survey units may lose signal at the nearby settlement. They may start early to avoid loss. Can your consent beacon reach them in time? We will try, Elena said. We can lift our antenna to a high mode, but that will cost power. We must keep life systems safe. The envoy took a small, thoughtful pause. We can offer a power feed, it said. But we understand your boundary. We will not cross it. We can mount a booster outside your field and send you energy through the air gap. Elena looked at the girls. She weighed the choice. We will accept a booster outside the line, she said. No device enters the barn. You do not touch our systems. We will draw the power with our own link. That keeps our control clear. Agreed, the envoy said. A third hover frame arrived, small and quiet. It placed a neat, clean booster on a fence post outside the privacy field. It shone a soft light and waited. Elena adjusted a receiver on the barn wall to sip the extra energy carefully, like someone taking water from a stream with a cup, not with a pipe. The wind harps lifted to a higher mode. The note grew bright and strong. "Consent beacon is live," Leia said, eyes on her screen. "Sending to the nearby settlement now," Mia added. At the same time, Elena sent a short, respectful message to the settlement council. "Consent profile update ready. We welcome you to use it. You may say yes, no, or later. We will honor your choice." She did not push. She invited. Minutes passed. The dust line came closer, the air filled with tiny sounds like soft rain. The hover frames dimmed their lights to a low glow. The envoy's projection stayed steady and calm. A reply arrived from the settlement council just before the dust reached the first fence post. "We accept the consent profile for our community. Please tag all entries with local mirror. We will present our voices with a clear yes or no. Thank you."